Hey y'all, we back with another
Were
Mission
you recently injured in
Impossible
a car accident? Look at this check for
live
$160,000.
with
If you're
YSL Rico trial discussion. We're gonna continue with the last guy we had on the stand who can't remember nothing. There you go. There you go, boy, your boy, young thug right there, we're gonna start out back with the red car. Is with the red car that crushed inside the into the wall. That's excuse me, y'all just don't pay me no attention. I be laughing because they was teenagers. They were doing silly junk. And when you 30 and you 40-year old now, 40 something year old and you 30 something years old, and you listening to what you did when you was a little boy, that'll make you feel so bad. This should make you feel sad, looking back at your past. So that's why I be laughing because Young Thug, looking at him now, he couldn't have jumped that wall in it. He couldn't have jumped out that car and climbed over that wall. Now he don't got too old now to be jumping over the wall. You know what I mean? He 30 some years old. He don't got gain weight and everything. He can't ain't no more jumping no wall for them no more. Ain't no more jumping no wall. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the guy who didn't have no answers. He'll be back on here in a few minutes. And all of them so handsome now. They don't grow up, but their hair is still wild. They ain't got nobody to do their hair, y'all. That's why their hair look like that. But yeah, soon they get out there, get their hair fixed them good, be ready to fix their hair. Hey, Shelly, shout out to my minds. Shout out to all my viewers and my subscribers. Y'all hit that like button. Let's get these likes up now. This is going to be very interesting. We starting back to the where the guy who said, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. So we're going to see, is he going to say, no, ma'am, today? But I believe him. But 2013, y'all, I can't tell y'all what I did in 2013, and here we is in 24. I really can't. I really can't. I don't want to remember what happened to me back in 2013. I don't want to remember that. So, it is what it is. So we're gonna look at it. We're gonna pay attention. Look at my boy right there. See, he don't got too big to be climbing over the fence right now. If they wanted to do a Rico, they should have did a Rico on them while they was a little boy. These some grown men. Look at Thug can't jump a fence. If he want to jump a wall, he'll have trouble getting over the wall now and run because he gonna have to breathe. So they should have did that Rico when they were young. That was so dumb. I don't think this Rico was necessary. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They so excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to clean my lingens. Um, Good looking black men. Well, I'm just gonna call the way I see it. They good looking. They good looking boys. So court but to be started in a few minutes. And to be honest with you, Thug is still sort of like he is when he was coming up. No, in the game, in the crowd. He wasn't the type that he about like some of us, we was quiet with around our friends. We talk, but not talk like that. But we just knew how to take care of ourselves. You know what I mean? That one thing we know how to
moments
do
like
is take
this.
care of ourselves. Somebody bother you, sure you gonna come back and get them. That's what you gonna do. That's what the good old boys do. When you chase after them, they chase after you. Right? That's right. So, Mission Impossible. That's the y'all remember Mission Impossible? Remember when Mission Impossible come on? I used to love them characters right there. Here we go, y'all.
Mr. Stillwell, Mr. Sharp, good morning. Mr. Williams, Mr. Steele, and Miss Bernard, good morning. All right, Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Weinstein, good
I
morning.
like Young Thug
All
attitude.
right, Mr. Hugh and Mr. Matthews Sr., good morning. All right, Mr. Nichols and Mr. Harvey and Miss
That's a big
Westmoreland,
boy.
good morning.
Cover your
Miss
mouth, cover your
Stevens, good
mouth.
morning. Oh, good morning, Miss Adams.
That's what your hands for.
See, you have quite the case there. All right, okay. Um, Miss Love, Miss Hilton, Mr. Atkins, and Mr. Uhelski, and Mr. Brown. Good morning. Mr. Smith, good morning. Where's Mr. Brown? No. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. No problem. All right. Okay. So, anything you take up? Where's Mr. Bean? Okay. All right. Anything you take up before we bring in Mr. Bean? Okay. All right. We can summon Mr. Bean, please.
Cover your mouth. Young Thug, come on now. Still ain't got no manners. That's okay. I
All right.
ain't
Good morning,
messing
Mr.
with you.
Bean. Go ahead. Come on up.
They ain't got no manners because they had time to be around their mama them because they had to take care of the mamas.
Yeah, I see that. Can we hold on here?
Do y'all know how many of them young boys out here, these young men sitting right here in this courtroom? There you go. They ain't put their hand over mouth yet. Young Thug. I know you sleep when you
Okay.
can't use your hand.
All right. Debbie Smothers, go ahead and summon our juror source, please, sir.
Look how big he is. He can't jump over no fence no more.
Whenever the jury comes.
They don't got old now. Them joker don't got stomachs and all. They ain't no more jumping no more. He out of shape. Them boy big and tall. Young Thug still, Young Thug ain't had no sleep. He been talking to his woman all night. Yeah, they been on the phone talking to them women. That's all it is. Trying to keep them close to their side. Mission impossible. It's impossible to jump out that car and run up that hill, jump that wall, run through them woods. They must have been practicing that. Jesus. They had to practice. Should I be out of breath?
All right. Thank you, Debbie Smothers. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, jury, good morning. All right, sound good. I'm sorry we're kind of a little bit of a delay. You know, weather tends to make people lose their minds in Atlanta, especially when it comes to traffic. I understand a couple of you are delayed, not a problem. So we're going to continue with examination of our current witness. Mr. Bean, you still under oath, okay? Sir? You still under oath? Yes, sir. Okay, good. All right. Good morning, Mr. Bean. Good morning. We left off yesterday. I was asking you what you remember about a time in 2013, September, speaking with an Atlanta police detective at Atlanta Police Headquarters. I want to pick up with that, okay? Yes, ma'am. Do you recall during an interview in September 2013 at the Atlanta Police Headquarters, a police detective asking you what Big Fred's deal was for that job? I don't recall
Here we go.
Do you recall telling that same detective or a detective in September 2013
He ain't
that
bold.
Big Fred had taken hold of the 9 millimeter Ruger in the car that you all were in?
Hey, Carolina. No, ma'am. Here we go.
Do you remember telling a detective with the Atlanta Police Department that Big Fred was just trying to put something in his pocket, just trying to get out? Do you remember that?
No, ma'am.
Do you remember speaking to a detective about September 11, 2013, at Atlanta Police Headquarters and saying, at the time we went in Summerdale, the robbery wasn't no robbery because he could have gotten out. Thug could have gotten out. Do you remember telling that a detective at the Atlanta
Lord, we
Police
about to
Department
start this
they
again.
could have gotten out? They could have went on there and had their business. Do you recall telling an Atlanta police detective in September 2013? Thug tells DK, he didn't really just say, go get the money. He's like, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Do you remember telling him that?
Oh, Lord. Oh,
Do you
boy.
remember Detective Quinn asking you during the September 2013 interview at the Atlanta Police Headquarters whether you knew that they were going to take Dirty Red's money? Do you remember Detective Quinn
Carolina,
at the
you a
Atlanta Police
mess.
Headquarters in September 2013? Was there a girl in the car at the Quinn? Do you remember telling Detective Quinn,
Girl, you a mess.
do you remember Detective Quinn asking you, are you just trying to hide that from your wife? There's no girl in the car anywhere? Do you remember telling Detective Quinn, no, no
Y'all
girl,
funny.
no girl in the car. The girl they think is a girl, the girl they think is a girl is Thug, man. I gave it to Thug, man. Thug got the wild hair. Do you remember telling Detective Quinn that?
Carolina, you should never put that on there, girl. You got me over here laughing. Leave that man alone.
Do you remember telling Detective Quinn it's over 180 of these little motherfuckers and that you ain't trying to get in conflict? You're a family man. Do you remember Detective Quinn asking you in September 2013, where's Thug sitting up front or in the back? Do you remember telling Detective Quinn he's in the
My
back
man
with
said, no,
DK?
ma'am.
Do you remember Detective Quinn asking you, wait a minute, who's up front with me?
Oh, girl, please stop.
Do you remember telling Detective Quinn that up front you got me, meaning yourself,
You
and
got
DK?
amnesia.
Do you remember telling Detective Quinn that you were driving,
Oh, help me, Jesus.
Fred was on the passenger seat, Thug was behind Big Fred, and DK was
Help me,
behind the
Jesus.
driver? That's you. Do you remember Detective Quinn asking you again
Y'all
who's
funny.
behind Big Fred? Do you remember telling Detective Quinn Thug was behind Big Fred?
No, ma'am.
Do you remember Detective Quinn asking you about who shot DK
You
and who shot
say thug.
Big Fred?
You want no matter.
Okay, I understand, but I have to ask you these questions,
She
okay?
said, I got to ask you these questions. He said, I don't
Do you
remember none of
remember
it.
telling a detective at the Atlanta Police Department
Y'all got
that
me
you
crying over
thought
here.
Big Fred was shot in the back?
He already know what the answer is. We just wasted time. Care about no
You already established that. That was one of the first objection. Okay, fine.
Help me, Jesus.
Do you remember? You may answer this question if you can, and whatever answer that is. Do you remember telling a police detective during a September 2013 interview at the Atlanta Police Department that you thought Big Red was shot in the back? No, ma'am.
She just asked him that.
Do you remember a detective asking you whether or not someone from the back could have shot Big Red? No, ma'am. Do you remember telling the detective at the Atlanta Police Department, a detective,
Looking for right in him. What you say, young thug looking in his eyes?
or either of them?
Girl, you is funny.
No, ma'am. Do you remember a detective at the Atlanta
Help me,
Police Department in
Jesus.
September 2013 asking you how many shots did you hear in the car?
And young thug ain't smiling either.
No, ma'am. Do you remember telling the detective you heard one shot?
Like, he looking like damn. Y'all funny.
Do you remember telling a detective at the Atlanta Police Department in September? I know DK couldn't have shot him because he was more worried about his shit.
Y'all thought, look at that boy, I'm gonna shine your head, you tell on me. Boy, y'all is funny. That say he looking like that.
Do you remember telling a detective in a September 2013 interview at the Atlanta Police Department?
Y'all stop so I can listen.
No, ma'am.
Y'all funny.
Do you remember telling the detective or a detective at the Atlanta Police Department in September 2013 that Mr. B did not rob anybody? No, ma'am.
Who I need this laugh tonight?
Do you remember a detective, specifically Detective Quinn, during a September 2013 interview, telling you,
Y'all funny.
asking you about the name of the person with the DK
Their brother
tattoo
wish he
on the back
would
of his
have had skip court.
No, ma'am. Do you remember a detective telling you in September 2013 I don't know the guy's real name that had the D in the back of his K on his forehead, but I'm going to see if I can find it. No, ma'am. Do you remember the detective or a detective at the Atlanta Police Department
Oh
asking
Lord,
why you
boy.
laid on DK after he was shot? Why didn't you give him anything? No, ma'am.
Oh, y'all stop now.
Detective at the Atlanta Police Department in September
Oh,
2013
help me, Jesus. Help me, Lord.
with
I
DK.
got tears coming out my
No,
eyes.
ma'am. During September 2013, did you have a Camry that you were driving? No, ma'am.
He talked to a little pony everything, but today.
Earlier when he went to check on that lick? No, ma'am. Do you remember telling a detective in September
Ooh,
2013?
and your thug sitting there talking about, man, you said all of that. Look at that. Look at his eyes. Young thug said, you told him that, man.
A detective in 2013 September at the Atlanta Police Department asking you when Thug went up to Ken's shop, was he using your car for another black Camry? Do you remember a detective asking you that? No, ma'am. A detective
thug over there said, man, you the one told on me.
Do you remember a detective, specifically Detective Quinn, asking you during an interview in September 2013
She
whether
said,
Thug had
do
his own
you?
car? No, ma'am.
Yeah,
Do you
she
remember
wrong for right
responding
there.
to a question about Thug having his own car? Thug has a black Challenger. No, ma'am.
See, she making it look like he said that. And Young Thug go there, so
Do you
you the
remember a
fool told on
detective
me.
in September 2013 asking you whether you were the uniformed police officer that fired the gun or whether or not you even saw it? No, ma'am. Do you remember telling a detective in a September 2013 interview at the Atlanta Police Department, man, I don't even remember the police getting there? No, ma'am. Do you remember Detective Quinn asking you in a September 2013 interview, did you ever hear the police give a command? No, ma'am. Do you remember Detective Quinn asking you, did you see a police officer? No, ma'am. Do you remember telling Detective Quinn that you did not see a police officer?
Anything.
I don't remember. Do you not? Do you remember a detective asking you in a
She
September
thinks she
2013
slick, Carolina. She thinks
knowingly
she
ram
she
a
thinks she
cop's
slick.
vehicle trying to leave? Did you know you hit it? No, ma'am. And do you remember telling a detective in
Do
a
you
September
remember?
2013 interview that no, you didn't knowingly ram a cop's vehicle while trying to leave Sunray Hill? No, ma'am. Do you
See,
remember telling a
she
detective
wrong
in
for
a
that.
September 2013 interview that it was the cop that bumped you? No, ma'am.
Oh, that's how
Do
come
you
they went over
remember
that rail.
a
That cop
detective,
bumped them.
specifically Detective Quinn, asking you during a September 2013 interview whether it was fair to say that the cops tried to block you in to stop you from leaving? No, ma'am. Do you remember Detective Quinn asking you in a September 2013 interview, why didn't you stop when you saw when you saw the car that the police were in? No, ma'am. Do you remember telling Detective Quinn in a September 2013 interview you didn't know it was a cop because you did not see the uniformed cop? No, ma'am.
He the driver, y'all. He the driver of the car.
Or any other detective at the Atlanta Police Department asking you in a September 2013 interview, who'd you see in the car that pulled in front of your car? Y'all are nose to nose. Do you remember
Sure
Detective
is.
Quinn or any other detective asking you that? No, ma'am. Do you remember telling Detective Quinn that you saw two females and that was all you saw? No, ma'am.
Look how he looking. Oh, Lord. He in trouble now.
Running from two females? No, ma'am.
He put that head down. He told on everybody. He
Do you
told.
remember Detective Quinn asking you whether you thought maybe the two females were cops? No, ma'am. Do you remember telling Detective Quinn that you were thinking that maybe when the car stopped that the two females were in, you didn't know whether they were going to one of the buildings or what was going on, but you knew that
He
you
sure
could go
did.
around them? No, ma'am.
Look how he looked at the
Recall
jury.
Detective Quinn asking you in a September 2013 interview, did you think the two females were trying to stop you from leaving the scene where the gunfire was? No, ma'am. Do you remember telling Detective Quinn that you thought you were going around a car that's still moving, and this car just hit all of a sudden? No, ma'am.
He told, y'all. He told.
Do you remember telling Detective Quinn during a September 2013 interview when asked, did you hear any commands? I ain't hearing no freeze, get out, let me see your hands. I heard none of that. Do you remember saying that? No, ma'am. Do you remember telling Detective Quinn during a September 2013 interview, I ain't heard no shots go off by no police officer? No, ma'am.
You're in
Remember
trouble.
Detective Quinn asking you whether out of all four people or the three others besides yourself in the car, whether either one of them ever said anything about it. Do you remember telling Detective Quinn neither Big Fred nor anybody else said anything? There was a 12 shot or anything like that. Do you remember saying something like that during an interview with the police in September 2013? No, ma'am. Do you remember Detective Quinn asking you in a September 2013 interview about you all having gone through the yard, having hit all those tricycles, and that you could have hit kids on those bikes? No, ma'am. Do you remember
He sure did.
Detective Quinn telling you during
He
the
told
2013
everything.
that you all cleared a police car backed under the wall and just missed it? No, ma'am.
He's sitting there with
Do
thug.
you recall Detective Quinn asking you about a phone call with your wife wherein you said, why did I get involved with those young motherfuckers over and over again? I don't recall, ma'am.
A mess, honey.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn that the people in the car with you were gangbangers, but that you don't gangbang? No, ma'am. Do you remember Detective Quinn telling you that he had to go talk to the people that were in the car with you again?
He looking at thug. He peeping over there at thug. Y'all look at him. He peeped that thug. He peeped that thug. Trust me. He peeked over that young thug. He said, "That's what Lord." Hey, hey, Carolina. That's what young thug said. Oh my Lord, have Lord have mercy. That's what he said. Tony Perry. Oh my Lord, that's what he said. That was Thug sitting there saying, "Oh my Lord," so you the one told on us. Yeah, he worked at Tony. He worked at Tony Beard. Lee Tony said something. The dude right here, he's scared of Thug, baby. All of them in there rolling their little eyeball Mission Impossible. Like dun 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 dun. You the one who told on us. Dun dun dun. No, that boy got to look. She got to come instead of with question with this guy. She gonna have to show him evidence, pictures. She just going by questions. Questions ain't gonna get. You got to have another strategy to use on clients. When one strategy don't you asking him all them questions, she's not doing anything. She asking him, do he remember all this and all that? Nah, baby, you need to be showing him some evidence. Well, is this you right here on the picture driving the car? She need a picture of him driving the car. She ain't good. Prosecutor's weak. These prosecutors ain't hitting on none these days. God, all them questions ain't gonna do it. She need to come out the stand. Let's put somebody else. Let's put somebody else on there. Cause she wasting the time. Takes pay of money. Eh? But got recording. That's right. She needs some recording. She setting him up. Setting him watch next week. They gonna play him saying Thug did it. She got to prove. She needs some pictures. Him driving the car. See, he supposed to be the driver. They ain't got no picture of the driver. The police, two police officers should have knew Young Thug was in the car. They should have seen. They should have took picture that they done, but they should have took picture. They busy trying to get them boys locked down. Somebody should have been running. They ain't gonna run after the one ran in the woods because they can't even jump the wall. She showed them she ain't got no evidence. Question a person ain't question me. I said no ma'am all night. Show some kind of physical evidence that that was me in that car driving. Dang man, they so weak. I don't think they want to do get on TV. I think the defense is much stronger than the prosecutor. They should have had some men prosecutors speaking up. I ain't got nothing against the women prosecutor, but they need somebody with physical evidence. Anybody can say Young Thug. That would make anybody can pay somebody to make somebody say that that was Young Thug, but they ain't catch him. But still already gone. He left his butt up there. See, that's just wasting our time. Like I know the judge telling her that she needs some kind of fish. She just going by hearsay. That lady hard head right there. She ain't never had nobody that put her in her place. This a difficult case right here. And by the way, and I've been asking this question for the longest. Why do a Rico on them at their age now? They old men. They was teenagers. I don't want to remember what I did in 2013. Look at Thug. Thug be so laid back. Like that man sat up there and told on me. She told recording. Okay. Thug looking like, man, you the one told. You told him, man, y'all so crazy. You sit up here, all of y'all don't like me. He know them boys don't like him. He looked at that with Thug. That's your buddy. Come on, come on. Look that there in the back. You roll your Mission Impossible clothes. Come on. Come on, y'all. Turn the thing back. Get us off mute. Get us off mute. They got us on mute, y'all. Let me skip it. They trying
Do
to
you
help.
recall Detective Quinn asking you or speaking to you and telling you that he needed to go find a picture of the person you were calling Thug?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall expressing concern about Detective Quinn putting you on blast?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn that putting you on blast would make things difficult for you?
No, ma'am.
Homeboy looking clean
Do
too.
you remember talking to Detective Quinn about going to jail and telling your wife what went on?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn, or do you recall Detective Quinn asking you, how does that work on the street? If it's their move, do they get more money than you, or do they get the same? Do you recall Detective
No
Quinn asking
ma'am.
you that?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn that it was DK's and Thug's move?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn that it is what it is? We out hustling in these streets. You can't pick up the phone and call the police and tell the police I got robbed. Do you recall telling Detective Quinn that during a September
Some of that stuff don't sound right.
I don't recall, ma'am.
She making up that. Come on, honey.
Do you recall Detective Quinn asking you, why didn't you call it off? Even though you weren't sure whether the people in the car, the females in the car, were cops, why didn't you call it off?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn that you didn't know that they were cops in the car in response to the question I
Cops in the
just
car.
asked you about in September 2013?
No, ma'am.
It wasn't no cops in that car.
Do you recall Detective Quinn asking you who went in the gate first before the Taurus?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn during a September 2013 interview that the Taurus was in the gate first?
No, ma'am.
I don't believe he told me. I don't believe he
Recall
said it.
telling Detective Quinn that you were behind the Taurus?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn that the Taurus went straight back in the back of the cars?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall Detective Quinn asking you how long was it before the Taurus showed back up in that scene where the gunfire happened?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn, what did I say? Man, DK started shooting at that cop.
No, ma'am.
Nah, I don't think he gonna be telling y'all.
Detective Quinn telling you that had DK not started shooting and just robbed Dirty Red, the police would have never known what was up?
No, ma'am.
Don't you tell.
Do you recall Detective Quinn asking you whether Dirty Red was robbing you all? Whether he was trying to rob you all who were in the car?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn, no? Are you saying Red robbed us?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn during a September 2013 interview that you and Dirty Red go way back and that you used to go to his mom's house?
No, ma'am.
No,
Do you
ma'am.
recall telling Detective Quinn that you didn't realize it was Dirty Red that they were about to do the move on?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn that if you had known it was Dirty Red, the robbery would have never happened anyway?
How many questions she got to ask?
Ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn you knew that the person they were going to rob was Red, but if you had seen the real Red, if you had seen him running, you'd have told him, hold up, and told DK, you tripping, these are my people, these are my people.
No, ma'am.
Is there a Dirty Red that you considered your people back in September 2013?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall Detective Quinn asking you whether you thought it was another Red who had that check?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn during a September 2013 interview that, yes, sir, you thought it was another Red who had the check, who had the money?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective Quinn in a September 2013 interview that you know the deal with your folks?
No, ma'am.
Man, I'm about to skip this. She just asking him questions. Hold on, y'all. Let me skip this.
Fred and tried to rob you all.
Okay, I skipped a
Why do
little.
you all talk like that on jail calls? You know we.
I don't recall.
We looked over there too. The Mission Impossible. And them boys
Do you
didn't tell
recall telling
nothing.
Detective Quinn that that person was your wife's sister's old maid?
What?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall Detective Quinn telling you that he wanted to get you back to Rice Street before the shift change?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall Detective Quinn telling you that you all have got to stop going on this issue?
I don't recall, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Detective
Let me speed this up, man. Y'all making this case boy. That boy ain't told y'all nothing.
No, ma'am. I don't recall any conversation that I've had with the detective.
you back to the jail? I know.
Um,
They ain't gave him no water, nothing.
Were you charged and convicted of anything that related to the September 11th, 2013 incident at Old Hay Mill at Cleveland Avenue?
I don't recall, ma'am.
I don't recall. I knew he was gonna say that.
Do you not recall what you have been sentenced to 10 years with 3 to serve, the balance of 7 on probation for during that time?
I don't remember.
Mr. B, do you recall on September 11th of 2013, after you have been taken
Hold up, y'all.
and
I'm moving a blanket for the
to
dog.
Rice County Jail on September 11th, 2013?
I don't remember, ma'am.
Do you recall getting booked in at Rice Street on September 11th, 2013?
I don't remember.
Do you recall making a phone call to your wife while you were still in booking at the Fulton County Jail on September 11th, 2013?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall your wife telling you at the time that you called that you were lying down, that she was lying down?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall during a telephone call to your wife on September 11th, 2013 from the Fulton County Jail that what happened to you was nothing but the Lord and that everything happens for a reason?
No, ma'am. I don't recall any conversations I've had with my wife in 2013.
Do you recall at any point, 2013 or some other year, your wife during a telephone call from you from booking at the Fulton County Jail that you were going to be out of there soon and that you shouldn't worry?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall during a jail call with your wife telling your wife
No, ma'am.
do you recall asking your wife during a telephone call from booking at the Fulton County Jail whether bruh went to holler at them?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall speaking with your wife about September 11th, 2013 from the Fulton
Yeah,
County
you
Jail?
already asked him that.
No, ma'am.
Do you remember telling Brody that Thug didn't have any business keeping the money because he made Buck come off of $100? And you told Thug, nah, I'm gonna go 50, you go 50.
Nah, he ain't say that.
And that Buck told you he had given Thug $150.
No, ma'am. I don't recall, ma'am.
Do you recall telling Buck, no, he didn't give me anything. I had $50 in my own money. I had 350. They got 345. Do you remember saying that to Buck?
No, ma'am.
Do you remember telling Buck, I'm sorry, Brody, to come down, fill out a piece of paper, and fill out a property release form so that your wife could go down there and get the $350 that you should have had in property?
I don't recall, ma'am. Hold on, Miss Lou. Ladies and gentlemen, how about we take 10 minutes? Comfort break, stretch. All right. All right, we're going to be in recess. 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Mr.
he
B,
need a
step
break.
up.
All right, y'all. Let me skip it. They getting a little break. Okay, here they go. They bet. They almost finished, y'all.
That night out on the ice, we saw something.
Someone in this town's hiding something.
They almost finished.
How dare you get to the truth?
Post thing don't remember nothing. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be remembering nothing I did back in 2013.
Over 40, two makeup looks you're too old for.
Okay, let me skip
One,
this.
makeup that creases in fine lines. We're all one that I just asked you about on another occasion where you told her that Big Fred was not supposed to be DK and Thug in the car on September 11th, 2013.
I don't recall that, ma'am.
Recall telling your wife in a jail call September 2013 that you didn't get out of the car, but that DK got out and he got to shoot while 12 was looking dead at you.
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling your wife that DK then got in the car on your side?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall telling your wife during a jail call that DK got shot in both of his legs?
No, ma'am.
I believe he don't remember.
Mr. Bean, I asked you earlier whether or not you were convicted of anything that related to September 11th, 2013. Do you remember, or can you tell the jury, as you sit here today, do you know whether you were charged in indictment 13SC122087 with aggravated assault against a police officer, armed robbery, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, fleeing and attempting to elude?
I don't recall.
You were charged in a Fulton County indictment. So
I don't recall, ma'am.
I told y'all.
to show you what I have marked as Exhibit 157C prior to considering it, Your Honor, I will show you this.
Young Thug, like, man, you been in there running your mouth. Look at him. Yeah, those who just tuning in, you're watching the Young Thug continuing Mission Impossible trial. Oh, Lord.
I'm approaching you with states 157, Charlotte. Is that your name on this document, the front page of it?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to now turn to the middle of the document and ask you, is that your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
You know you signed it. You said it.
Is the name under your signature the name of someone who has represented you and in fact came to you at one point this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you
that
showing
date,
the evidence.
September 11th, 2013, the incident involving the shooting with a police officer.
I still don't recall, man.
Still don't remember. Just say that, look at what I'm saying.
Still don't recall, man.
He did it, y'all.
Thank you.
He signed it.
Your Honor, at this time, the state tenders the self-authenticating document labeled 65157 Charlie
But I don't remember that. He might not remember that he was on drugs.
and indictment number 13SC 122087.
Hey, Judge. Okay, is it the
Thank you, Your Honor. And Judge, at this time, I have no more questions.
okay? Counsels, you will want to just defer till tomorrow. I should say till Monday, since we have about 10 minutes left. But yeah, it's your choice, Mr. Steele. But I was thinking that given because we're going to break in about 10 minutes, you just wait till Monday. All right.
There you go, Mr. Steele.
Mr. Bean, I'm going to have you come back on Monday. Just to be clear, that'll be Monday, March the 4th. I'll get you a report for 10:30, okay? 10:30 in the morning, yes, sir. All right, we'll see you then, okay? Don't discuss your testimony with anybody except the attorneys in this case, okay? All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, y'all. So what the judge is doing now is we about to recess and go home. Now, this is the same Mission Impossible young man who who don't recall, who don't remember, and yes, no, no, ma'am, in his testimony. But the papers are right there, evidence of what he said is signed and sealed and delivered. Yeah, so he now I can understand that I did a crime back then, but I believe him that he don't remember. He don't remember that stuff. The boy told y'all he was all on drugs and stuff. He don't been to rehab. He don't got himself clean with Jesus. And one thing that you learn in those sober places, you don't want to go back. You don't want to remember your past. So he don't clean that out of his life. So I can understand that he don't remember and don't want to remember all of that stuff like that. He was y'all talking about he was in 11th grade. Come on now. 11th grade. Shh. I don't even know what I did in 11th grade. I don't know what I did outside. All I know I would run a track and go in school, but still I wouldn't remember some things. Some things. But we'll be back here on Monday with day 41. The trial is moving on, but we're gonna with this Rico thing. But I still got a question. What the purpose of this Rico? Come on now. Y'all should have got these little boys when they were young. They don't remember nothing up in them blockheads. They don't remember what happened. You don't remember what you said. The boy was high. They was on everything to keep their eyes open and to rob, to stay awake. I mean, to handle business. That's just the way it is, y'all. That's just how it is. But you got young thug is sitting there looking too. So, but all that, do you remember? The judge, the prosecutor shouldn't be saying, "Do you remember?" Of course, he's not gonna remember, duh. But the thing is, do you remember? It's just like saying, "You said it." You don't remember that you said this. You don't remember that you said that. But when she showed him evidence with a written notification where he signed, He said, yeah, that's his signature. He probably did. He did it. He signed it, but he don't remember. He don't remember what he said. He didn't say he didn't sign it. He said, I don't recall. I don't recall. So they need to get some more physical evidence. Not he said, she said. It's not gonna be a Rico where he said, she said. No. So y'all, I see y'all in a few minutes with another reaction. I love y'all. Thanks for being in the chat. Thanks for watching. Get them likes up, and I love y'all. I'm out of here.